All right, guys, today we're going to be going over our discount homework. Let's see. Well, it looks like number 15 was done for you. Said $119.50 for a skateboard. They added 20%, or they deducted 20% off. You can see that they did that up here by remembering that you take the decimal and move it over twice. That turns it to 0.20. So they took 0.20 and they multiplied it to the original amount, $119.50. That gave them $23.90. Now they remembered, since they're deducting it, since it's 20% off, they took $119.50, which was the original amount, and subtracted the $23.90 from it. This left us with $95.60. Now we have to go ahead and find out how much a 7% tax for $95.60 is. Well, we remember we take that decimal and move it over twice again. So 7% turns into 0.07. They took that 0.07 and multiplied it to $95.60. And then they got $6.69. Now they had to add $6.69 to $9.50 or $95.60 in order to get their final answer. I could have done this a little easier, and I'm going to show you how real quick. Instead of multiplying by 20%, I could remember that 100% of $119.50 is $119.50. So I could take 100 and I could subtract 20 from it. Remember, we're talking about percents right now. Subtracting that 100% by 20%, and that's going to give me 80%. Now I'll move my decimal back 2 spots, and that'll give me 0.80. So I could have just took $119.50 and multiplied it to 0.8. And that's going to give me the same answer that I would have had right here, $95.60. And I'll go ahead and prove it with my calculator. $119, 0.50 cents times 0.8. And that gives me $95.60, just like I said. Now, to get my next answer, I can remember that I'm multiplying it by 7%, but if I add 100 to that, that's going to make it 107. So when I move my decimal over twice, it'll be 1.07. So now I could take $95.60, multiply it to 1.07, and that'll give me my final answer. Times 1.07, and there's my answer, 102.29. And you see we got the same exact answer doing it the alt method, the second method way, right? The method number 2. Let's try number 17 now. Before we do, I'm going to go ahead and throw a code word out here to get you guys to get some treats. And let's see, I'm looking at my desk at home and I'm seeing a red, let's see, scissor. Let's see, red scissor handles. I'm looking at my scissors that have red scissor handles. Okay, so that is my code word for today. If you put that code word on your paper, then I'll award you with the treat. But let's erase it for now so nobody sees it unless they actually watch the video. All right, number 17. This time we're going to take $199. They're saying we've got a 15% discount. So we're going to multiply it by Well, if I move my decimal twice, it's going to be 0.15. So if I take $199, multiply it by 0.15, that's going to give me $29.85. Double check that. Yep, $29.85. Now I have to remember to deduct that from $199. And if I do that, $199 minus $29.85 is going to give me $169.15. $169.15 is the new price. Okay. Yes, I could have went and used my other method, like I talked about before. Took 100 and minus 15 from it. That would have gave me 85. So when I move my decimal over twice, it would have gave me 0.85. So method 2, I could have took 199 and multiplied it to 0.85 and got the answer without having to subtract at the end. Let's check it out to make sure I'm right. 199 times 0.85. 169.15, same price. All right, let's try number 19 now. Number 19 says Mrs. Robinson bought a novel at a bookstore on sale for 20% off its regular price of $29.99. Mr. Chang bought the same novel at a different bookstore for 10% off its regular price of $25. Which person received a better deal? Well, we're going to have to break both of these down. First of all, we got $29.99. I got to multiply that to the discount, which is 20%. So I'll move my decimal over twice, make it 0.20. And that's how much I'll have to subtract from $29.99 when I'm done. So I'm going to write over here $29.99 minus, and we're going to find out what we'll be subtracting in a second here. So we're going to take our 29.99. We're going to minus, multiply 0.2, which gives us 599. Well, look, it's going to round this up to 0. This would be adding 1 to here, which means we'll have to add 1 to here. We're turning this into 6. So minus, or it's going to be $6, which means I'll have to subtract $6, and that means I'll have $23.99. All right, and let's see what happens. That was Mrs. Robinson. We'll put Mrs. R over here. Let's see about Mr. Chang now. Well, Mr. Chang had a $25 that he paid for his book, but remember he got a 10% discount. So we're going to multiply that by, well, if I take 10% and move it back twice, that's going to be 0.1, okay? Or 0.10 for, if you guys want to put it that way. That's going to give me, I'm pretty sure, $2.50 because we moved the decimal twice back here. So I'm pretty sure that's going to give me 2.5, and I'll just double check. $25 times 0.1. Yep, 2.5. So $2.50. Now we have to go ahead and subtract that from $25. And that's going to give me $22.50. Now we have to see which one received the better deal. Well, it looks like Mr. Chang's was better because $22.50 is cheaper than $23.99. So if I have to give an answer, I'm going to say Mr. Chang received a better deal. Looks like Mr. Meadows misspelled received. There we go. All right, and number 20 is yours to do. So I'm afraid we're all out of time. Have a good day, and I'll see you in class.